Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Prophecy of Pendor. Now, when we left off, we had just finished up at the Noldor city of Elacray, and we actually ended up winning in the Noldor tournament there. I can't actually still believe it. I'm very surprised about it, but, well, whatever the case, we were victorious, and unfortunately we were not, not really able to gain a Qualis gem from it, which is a little bit disappointing, but nothing really that bad, as we were able to actually be victorious for once. Isn't that pretty cool? Yeah, I think so at least. So, I have been waiting at Avendor a little bit. I've been training up my units using our trainer skill to level up our noble units into Pendor noble units and, well, create more lemon knights and milk sergeants, of course. So, as you can see, we have Sir Jocelyn, and he has returned to tell us that he has finished his training with the Lemon Knights and Milk Sergeants. So, let's take a look here. Okay, so we've improved their strength by 1. Yeah, I don't think we're actually going to be getting any more than that, because he only has, I think, 29 in strength, I think Sir Jocelyn has. I'm actually unsure about that. Let's take a look. Ooh, no changes to the skills. So apparently, he's trained them the best he can do, and their weapon proficiencies have improved. So that is good. Yes, the one-handed weapon proficiency, we definitely need that to be as high as possible. Now that increased by 50, which is absolutely insane, really nice. Now, the main thing I'm concerned about is, of course, our Milk Sergeant's crossbow proficiency, really? So let's just see what happens here. Okay, so their strength and agility have increased by quite a significant margin. Like to see that, that's really nice. Now, what about their skills? No changes to skills, so it seems as though Sir Jocelyn has done all he can for our Knighthood Order units now, well, in regards to skills at least. Weapon proficiencies, yes, there we go. So they are just below proficiency when it comes to the Empire Armored Crossbowmen. So Jocelyn can do a lot more. So yes, there we go, thank you. Let's come back. So now, let's just take a look real fast here, because Sir Jocelyn, what does he have in his skills? Well, he has 28 strength, so apparently he's done all he can there. He has 22 agility, and he's done all he can there, apart from with our sergeants who have 20, but it's not really going to make too much difference. And what else do we have? Well, as you can see, we have 410 in crossbows, should I say? Yes. And, well, we have 310, so it's going to take another 100 to get there. And I think we're probably going to send him maybe another 2 months, something along those lines, and that should be good. But I don't think anyone else has any more than that, apart from Lethal Durin, of course. And, well, he's obviously not with us anymore, so it's kind of pointless. But yes, as you can see, I was leveling up these guys. I was just standing here and letting our trainer skill do the work as much as possible, of course. Now, yes, we do have quite a few of them, in actual fact. We do have quite a few Milk Sergeants and Lemon Knights in our garrison right now, and I was initially thinking that we might declare war against the Ravenstern. Let's just see what the faction relations are. Okay, so that's basically it. Yep, we're at peace basically with everyone. Now, I'm a little bit worried about declaring war on someone and then immediately getting declared war upon by someone else. So that might be a problem. But we're actually going to send Sir Jocelyn off once again to do his very best to upgrade our proficiencies, of course. Yes, there we go. 4 weeks. Give them your best. Thank you. There we go. 28 days. Ugh, yes, it's absolutely awful, isn't it, how long they actually take to level up. But there's some Pendor Knights. We can actually get 21 additional Lemon Knights, at least. I think that's going to be pretty nice. So, okay. Now, what I would like to do... no, I don't think we actually even need to go in the garrison right now, because I can just go here and actually speak to them. So, as you can see, these are the skills of our Lemon Knights right now. Now, the proficiencies for our one-handed weapon proficiency is pretty good. And generally, everything is great. I mean, 81 HP. That's really amazing, in my opinion. So, okay. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to head on over to our steward here. And we are going to be, let's see, yes, we want to induct troops into the Knighthood Order, and we're going to be trying to train units. Oh, no. Oh, yes, look at that. Look at all our prestige. It's just absolutely going. Oh, yes. Okay, so we are not going to be able to do any more than this. I mean, we can do a couple more, but it's kind of pointless. I'd like to keep a little bit just in case. But as you can plainly see, we're not able to get any more. So even if I wanted to field an entire army of Lemon Knights and, well, Milk Sergeants, then I would obviously be able to do that. But unfortunately, that is not going to be possible right now. We need a much higher honor rating. So, in other words, we need to let people go. Yeah, we need to let people go a little bit more. So let's get our Pendor Knights in there, Pendor Squires, Pendor Noblemen, and we'll take our Lemon Knights and Milk Sergeants, because I think it would be rather cool to see them in action, in actual fact. As you can see, I tried to train up as many as I could. We have 83 of them now. We only have 33 Milk Sergeants, so that's kind of a little bit disappointing, but that's not too bad in my opinion. Now, what I wanted to do was compare the Shadow Legion Centurions with our Lemon Knights. I'm pretty sure the Shadow Legion Centurions are a little bit better right now, but we're going to take 50 Empire Armored Crossbowmen, so we actually have 83 ranged units, as you can see. Look at that. 33 and 50, 83, and we have 83 Lemon Knights. That's actually pretty cool in my opinion. And yeah, I guess we'll just take a couple of Shadow Legion Centurions as well as taking some Rogue Blackheart Knights. We may as well take some Heretic Magnus units as well. And what else? I mean, if we're going to be declaring war against the Ravenstern, then I would like the strongest units we can get, of course, because, well, they only have one city remaining. Yep, only one city remaining, and it's going to be quite the hellish ordeal, I would say, to actually even begin to take it. So, okay, let's head on out here, take a look at our Shadow Legion Centurions, and okay, they are actually remarkably much better. Not in many respects, but in most, then yes. Now, they do have... Wait, do we have higher one-handed weapon proficiency? I think we might, in actual fact. No, we have 380. Okay, so they have, what is it, 450 or something? Oh my, that is insane. That is pretty good. Well, yeah, they have 450, so yes, Shadow Legion Centurions are actually better than what we have right now, but I think, do we have anything else that is actually better? I don't think so somehow. So that's kind of a bit disappointing, I have to say, but, well, I guess they are almost on par. They are almost on par with them, still not able to take on any Noldor units, however. Yes, they are just, they're just probably going to die against those guys, but they have good gear. That's the thing. The Shadow Legion Centurions, not entirely sure what they're wearing right now, but I guess we'll find out as time goes on. Ooh, the Fyrdsvain and the Empire have made peace. That might actually, well, spare some of their units to deal some damage against us, which would really not be a very nice thing to do, so I'm just going to hope that they do not decide to declare war against us. And by they, I mean either of them, because the Fyrdsvain and the Empire are pretty powerful right now. And as you can see, look at all of the Ravenstern vassals. There are so many of them, and they even have one of their mercenary companies following them as well. So, what I'm going to do, I think, are we the Marshal? I think we might be the Marshal, so I'm going to ask Julia to, yes, send a message. I would like to start the campaign. So, yes, I was actually just going to go over to Ravenstern and actually scout it. I have not seen how many units have actually been stationed there in quite some time. Whoa. Do you see what Lord Roland has right now? He has 443 units. Yeah, he is going to very easily be able to help us out here. Oh wow, they only have 750. Okay, so I guess we'll just be heading on to Poinsbrook and telling our wife that we want to declare war against the Ravenstern and we will eliminate them. Maybe Castle Fenbray would also like to fall, but I'd really like to take the town first. It is a lot more, shall we say, worth it in the grand scheme of things, of course. So, let's head on to Poinsbrook. Come on now, let us get in there. There we are. And we'll do our very best to get a good resolution, I would say. So, Lady Alexia, hello. I would like to dispatch an emissary to King Gregory, and then I will declare war on him. Yes. So now Lord Frederick is not particularly liking that. We are losing a little bit, unfortunately, a little bit of honor. I am actually thinking of hiring a mercenary company, as we could get quite a few here. Unicorn Knights, Marlians, Vecavian Renegades. That's actually sounding pretty cool. The Free Company? Oh, okay. Well, I apparently did decide to do something along those lines. Okay, that's perfectly fine. Now, oh, there's the Free Company. They have mercenary horsemen. Oh, wow, that was probably not the best idea. Ah, well, I suppose it's better than nothing. We really do need the numbers more than anything, in my opinion, to level out the battle advantage. And I suppose they're not going to be that much to actually field, hopefully, in terms of monetary value. Well, I guess we'll find out. Yes, okay, so Ravenstern ahoy. Let us make our way over there. Lord Roland is in tow, of course. I'm very much hoping... Ah, yes, there he is. Lord Lethaldiran. He has arrived. Now, what I would like to do is check out his skills. So, these are his skills right now. So, obviously, he actually has less crossbow proficiency than Sir Jocelyn. So, that's actually something to bear in mind, because obviously our Milk Sergeants, they do want crossbows. And his Iron Flesh is a little bit lower as well. And otherwise, he doesn't seem to be that different. He is literally, I think, 2 more strength? Yeah, he has 2 more strength, and that's pretty much it. So, yeah, not really anything I need to worry about there, in my opinion, at least. I want you to train your soldiers according to the customs of my kingdom. Well, I don't particularly want that, because he's using some Noldor. As you can see, he actually has some Pendor Black Archers as well, so he's already abiding by our customs. So that's pretty nice, I've got to say. So let's just wait for these guys to catch up a little bit. They're actually taking a little bit longer than I would like, of course. But, well, I suppose they do have some rather large armies to attend to. Now, is Castle Fenbray a good idea? It's probably not. 400 units? I don't know. That's probably not worth it, in my opinion. We could just very easily go over to Ravenstern instead, and instead probably siege that and do quite well. So let's see, who's that? Ah, Duke Adarian. Okay, we don't really need to worry about them. And yeah, they're going to have about 1,000 units in there, maybe 900 or something like that. Is this a siege tower? No, it's not. It's actually a ladder town. Now that is amazing. So as we can see, we now have the Free Company, Lord Roland, and Lord Lethaldiran in on the battle. So what is the battle advantage going to be? We actually have the advantage in numbers. That is amazing. That is absolutely amazing. Oh my. I was not anticipating that at all. Okay, so this is where it gets a little bit worrying, because of course I can't command any of our other units, and they do have Silver Mist Rangers stationed in the garrison here. So I'm going to be relying primarily on our Noldor, hopefully to assist us a little bit. They're actually getting killed. Rather impressively enough. They're actually getting killed by our opponent, which I have to say is, wow, okay, that's pretty harsh. That is pretty harsh. Now let's just put out a couple of units in the front here so we don't all clump up together and get absolutely massacred in under 2 seconds. That appears to be happening right now, but I suppose that's what happens when we are outnumbered. They do have... Wow. Okay, I had my shield up. Really couldn't do much, I suppose. I mean, literally... I was having my shield up, and I was over there. I'm actually unsure how they were able to shoot at me, but I guess Silver Mist Rangers. I guess that's all it is. Silver Mist Rangers being Silver Mist Rangers. Yeah. They are literally just 1 step below Noldor, so I guess I really can't be too surprised that they were able to deal so much damage. But I was really hoping that we'd be able to survive a little bit longer here, because otherwise now, this is what we're having. We're having this problem right here, where our units are going to be the ones heading on in and dealing as much damage as they can, but I was really hoping that we'd be able to eliminate more of the Silver Mist. As you can see, oh yes, we're actually tying with the enemy's units in terms of reinforcements. So, not particularly happy about that. We've already lost 1 Milk Sergeant. I'm actually unsure how many we're going to lose, but thankfully enough right now we're not losing too many, because obviously we don't have many of our units on the battlefield themselves. We actually all have, well, most have the allied units. So as you can see, we have 50 allied units and only 20 of us. Now we have eliminated 60 of the enemy's units. Our Lemonites are actually heading in there now. Can you see them? They're actually dealing some damage. They are actually dealing some damage, so I'm very happy to see that, I have to say, because I was a little bit worried about them, I have to admit. They are being eliminated by the Dragon Drakes, unfortunately. I think they are just on par with many of the other Knighthood orders, but they're not surpassing them just yet. So once Sir Jocelyn gets back, they will be, I think, almost there. I think they might actually be better, or just a little bit lower than Shadow Legion Centurions. So, yeah, I guess that is just one of those things. You just have to wait for them and see what happens there. But I'm really happy, actually, about their weapons. I think their weapons are actually pretty good because they are not the longest swords, and as a result, they're actually able to use them in close quarters combat in sieges. Unfortunately, with that, they are reasonably long, so they are causing a little bit of problem when it comes to actually fighting in this kind of close quarters combat, but I'm hopeful that we'll be able to see them a little bit more in action as time goes on, but as we know, yeah, it appears like we probably need to retreat here. I think retreating would probably make sense. There we go. Okay, so let's make our ladders once again. I want to be at least alive in these sieges. It would actually be a rather nice idea to stay alive, wouldn't it? Yes, I think that would be nice anyway. So, okay, let's wait until... Ooh, there we go. Let's wait until all the Ravenstone appear, apparently. And now, we will head in once again. So, yeah, at least now it's daytime, so we might have a little bit of a better chance. I am going to be extremely careful this time, because even though I was careful before, I was unaware of the enormity of the accuracy of the enemy's ranges. So, let's just get our infantry out the front there. Hopefully our Noldor will actually be able to fire now this time, because apparently in the nighttime the Noldor aren't particularly good. Well, I have no idea what was going on there. Apparently Lethal Durin's units were not particularly biscuiteers. They were not taking their tea, their daily tea. No, that was pretty awful, but right now we're actually dealing some pretty considerable damage. I actually like that a lot. We do seem to... Yes, this is a much better start than we had previously, so I'm pretty happy with that. Let's actually just go over here. Please don't shoot me, thank you very much. I'd like to take a look and see... Where are our Milk Sergeants? Well, we have Pendor Heavy Bowman here. I think this is... No, this is a Pendor Black Archer. Ah, there's one. Okay, so can you do something? Can you do some damage? Sorry, I'll move out of your way. Yes. Now, would you like to shoot? Would you like to shoot at some point? You do have bolts. Oh. Okay, apparently they're having a couple of difficulties. Oh, no, there we go. Okay, it did shoot, did it? No? No, there we go. Ah, there we go. It actually did shoot, but I don't think it did anything. Okay, a little bit worried about that, but of course we don't have a critical mass. We do not have a critical mass of crossbowmen, so that's kind of a bit disappointing as well, because I would really appreciate a similar situation to what we had with our Empire Armored Crossbowmen, but obviously we don't have that right now. So, we're just going to have to charge in here. I'm going to see what we can do by charging in. I don't think we're going to be getting anywhere by just standing outside, considering the many, many vassals of the Ravenstone are now turning up outside. And of course, we don't want that to happen, do we? No. We want to be able to take this and then defend from inside the walls. Hopefully that is going to happen. We'll just see whether we're able to get inside here. Maybe. Come on. Yes, come on. Get me inside here. Okay, come on. No, 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 no. Maybe, maybe. Okay, maybe I'm able to. Maybe I'm able to. Oh, I'm alive. Just about. Okay, so... Oh, no. Silver Mist Rangers. Oh. I might actually be... Okay, so I'm extremely low HP. Extremely low. Oh, no. Oh, yes. Nice dodge. Nice dodge. Now let's see if I'm able to take them out from behind. Oh, yes. Oh, they are Ravenstone Rangers. Okay, so apparently we've eliminated many of the silver... Yes. Apparently we've eliminated many of the Silver Mist Rangers, as I was just about to say, and he turns around, takes out his bow, and shoots us in the face. Apparently that is exactly... the way it goes with the Silver Mist Rangers. That is utterly frustrating, I have to say, because we actually did get inside, and I was just about to deal so much damage, but then... Yes, they all wear similar helmets, you see, that's the main problem. They all wear similar helmets, and as a result, I'm unable to really tell what is going on where. Which one is a Silver Mist and which one is a Ravenstone Ranger. They all have very similar helmets, so... Yeah, which one is actually a Silver Mist Ranger? I think this one. Yeah, these are Silver Mist Rangers, I'm pretty sure. But where are the Ravenstone Rangers then? How do I... Ah, I see. So that's how we tell. These guys wear a kind of... Shall we say tartan? They wear a kind of tartan gear. And these guys wear more of a chainmail style. So I should really not look at the helmets. I should look at the body armor. Well, that's good to know at least. That is good to know. So, yeah, we are going to be losing many, many units now, as you can see. We have weakened up quite a few of the Ravenstone, but unfortunately, It appears as though we will have to retreat once again. Now, the problem with this is that they still have 700 units remaining, but also the fact that many of the vassals are now coming back, including King Gregory himself. But, saying that, I actually feel like we have an advantage even on the field. So, let's see. Let's see if that's actually the case. Now, as we see, Lord Roland has even less crossbow proficiency as well, so Sir Jocelyn is actually remarkably good for the training at hand. So I actually really like that. I like our decision that we went for him. Now, let's see what actually happens here. What are the vassals going to decide to do? Well, they are, of course, going to begin raiding all of our villages, of course. But I'm going to wait until the next morning, and then we're going to head into Ravenstone once again. Ooh, yes, we're now losing so much money. Oh, that is bad. That is very bad indeed. I'm going to have to sell some of our prisoners, I think. That would definitely help us out, so let's get morning. There we go. Okay, so now let's head on in once again. Oh no. Okay, now let's be very careful. Ooh, no. Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's get our infantry out here. Thank you. There we go. And maybe we'll be able to get some of our cavalry out here as well, just to protect our archers a little bit. Come on now, guys. Stand closer just a little bit. There we are. Okay, so we might actually be a little luckier this time. But, yeah, I'm not really holding out much hope. The Ravenstone are incredibly good at ranged combat, of course. And, well, they are definitely showing us who's boss in that department. Even though we have Noldor. I'm actually really perplexed as to why we are having problems, but I guess Lethal Durin really doesn't have a critical mass, again, a critical mass of units. I wonder if I was actually besieging this myself without any assistance whatsoever, whether we would actually see better progress. Do you think so? I'm actually unsure about that, but I am just about to lose my shield, so I need to be a little bit more careful here. Okay, I think it might be an idea just to charge in. It seems as though we are losing way too many units as it is, so should we just charge in, leave our archers out here for a little bit, just to weaken up our opponents a little more? I'm actually unsure why our units are not firing completely. Obviously I turned around there, but I don't really mind, because I'd like to see what's actually happening with our archers. What is actually happening here? We have Lethal Durin himself. He appears to be firing, but not as quickly as he could. Little bit strange, I've got to say. Little bit strange, but I guess that's just how it goes. I think we're going to probably have to reevaluate what we're doing right here, so I'm going to just retreat once again, and I guess end this episode off here. So I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.